All right, Clocks by Coldplay. A student has recently requested to learn clocks, but we discovered that it is in a very unfriendly key signature, the original, with 4 flats. So I have recently stumbled upon a website called sheetmusicdigital.com, where they have a lot of interactive music that you can purchase, digital music you can purchase and download. But the neat thing about it is that you can change the key for most of these, and you can change them between any 12 different keys that are available. Sheetmusicdirect.com also has a site like this, but they usually only give you 3 options going up, 3 options going down, so you could raise it 3 half steps, lower it 3 half steps, and that isn't always enough for our purposes. So I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to do that. And since I have this site up right now, what I'm going to do, see if I can zoom in a little bit here. It will let me do that. So I'm going to zoom into the interface. So let's say you've already found the one piece that you're looking for, and I'll give you the exact link for it so that you can find it. The way that you change the key signature is to hit that little sharp flat button, and then you choose which key you would like to have. And let me just double check here. They have it listed as C major because there are no sharps and flats. And if you change it, that took a couple minutes there. My iPad is a little bit slow for the amount of data coming through here, I think. It's a little old. So then suddenly you have it in the key of C with no sharps and no flats, and those are the notes that it starts on. Now, disclaimer, it's really not in the key of C major. It's actually in G mixolydian, but I wouldn't expect our little system to handle that. To them, C major just means no sharps and flats, which is what clocks has, no sharps and flats. So we're good to go. Now, there's more than one choice. When you go in here to pick this, there's more than one choice. We could have chosen the C major. That is, let's see, that one is 5 half steps. We could have chosen the C major. That is -7 half steps. But I don't think that you want to read that one because the pages that come after, the notes will be bumped down really low and you'll be reading lots of ledger lines. So to match the one that I have, I would pick the C major that is 5 semitones up. We'll go back to that, hopefully. Again, this will be a little faster. When I did it on my computer, it was faster. My iPad's not handling it very well. There we go. And if you had a newer iPad, this would zoom through really fast, I would imagine. So anyway, while that's thinking about that, I will show you the other option that we've got. So sheetmusicdigital.com, let's zoom out here. And I want to make sure that you have access to the same exact piece that I got. So I'm going to go back to my music. And alright, so the clocks that we want is this one here. That is 1, 2, 2, 7, 4, 6, 6, 7. They have a whole bunch of different versions. So just make sure you pick that one. 1, 2, 2, 7, 4, 6, 6, 7. And when you go into the search bar when you first start, if you just type that number, I'm pretty sure that you could go straight there. Okay, so that is for the sheet music portion. You'll need to create a username and password, and they'll need your credit card, or I think I used PayPal. And then you download it directly to your computer as a PDF. So for the second part, we're going to be using a program called AnytunePro. So let me open that one up. And this works if you have iTunes, it works really well. It will also let you import MP3s. I haven't tried it that way. I've only used it with the iTunes. And what we're going to do here is we're going to play along with clocks, but the version that we have is 4 semitones lower than the version that they have. Is that correct? No, it looks like it's 4 semitones higher. I worked it out. Anyway, so let's go back down to 0. So when you open it up, it'll say 0. And you're going to click up to 4 semitones higher, which that's what the sharp is for. And a semitone is just a half step, which is 1 key on the piano, whether it's black or white, so you're not skipping anything. Now, if you hit go on that, you can play along with the music in the same key that you just purchased it in. So I'm going to try that out. And you'll notice that the vocals don't sound so good when you raise them up. They're getting close to the chipmunks, but for practicing, it is really great. So, the other thing you can do with Anytune is you can slow down the speed so that you can practice it a little bit slower. So let's do that. Let's do it like 50%, which will be pretty sluggish. Again, it's not very pretty, but it does the job. So this is a really, really good tool. You can also create loops in this if you want to practice certain sections, and practice them over and over again. It's meant to be a really robust practice tool. So Anytune and sheetmusicdigital.com. Now, as far as the clocks piece itself, you can learn a lot of good chords and hand positions with this piece. I was noticing, I was very excited that the student picked this one. So I'm going to save that for another video because then I will have it pointed at the keys. So here's your tech advice. Run with it. If you have a question, feel free to send me a message or an email.